So I've done a thing, and I seem to have inherited another motorcycle. As you can see, it's looking a little bit sad. Been sat for a year or so, but yeah, it's actually not bad a condition. Shall we have a closer look? So this is a 1995 ZZR 400, registered in the UK in 1998, which tells me that this is an import. Now looking at Speedo, you see we've got 20,000 odd kilometres on there. I reckon this is a Canadian import.
Nobody takes us Canadians seriously!
You could also tell by the indicators as well, because the indicators are actually the side lights, which we'll come on to in a little bit. First impressions, a little bit grubby, as to be expected, and there's no fairings on it. I've got 95% of those. What happened was, the previous owner, he was starting it up every so often, and then it wouldn't start. So he took the fairings off. Don't know why, just did. I've cured this non-starting issue. It was a starter relay, and there's a bit of crap in the fuel tank as well, in the fuel system, which I've cleaned out, so it does run. Now it does bog down when the engine's warm, which is leading me to suspect the main jets are a little bit blocked, so we'll have to get those cleaned off. So I've ordered some missing bits of fairings, which hasn't come to too much money, about £70–80 off the top of my head. The new indicator. Right, front tyre, bolder than me, dated 2008, so that can get binned. Same as the rear, I think that is a 2008 or 2006, and also the valve stem's split, which is not good, so 2 new boots on it. The coolant is cold, is looking a little yummers, so we'll have a coolant swap. Engine oil, there is oil in there, and there's no emulsion on it either, because I've had it run up and it's been sat for a while, so there's no signs of moisture in there. I'll throw that on the floor, we don't need it. Very good, is it? There's no emulsion in there, all nice and clean. Put the O-ring back on. Right, rudely interrupted by my darling children, so we'll give it a full service, new filters, plugs, etc. I've already ordered those bits as well. Exhaust is in good condition. Brakes work, which is always a good thing, and the pads don't actually look too bad. I don't know how well you can see that in there. You can't really. Pads are in decent condition, but the brake hoses looking rusty, braided, but I will replace those because I don't know the age on them. Same as the brake fluid as well. So I think it's worth getting some new hoses and stuff on there, get them sorted out. But let's get the cap off and have a look. Screws are a bit mullered because somebody's been using the wrong screwdriver. I'm using JIS. Might have a couple of spares actually. Yeah, not bad, it's not bad. We'll give it a swap. I'm not even going to bother testing it because it's pointless. We'll get that back on. I'll get a couple of decent screws in there. Let's go see if I've got some.
1 minute later.
As if by magic, we have new screws in. There you go, one job done. So, back brake. Let's get the seat off one-handed. Sure that. It's going to be a similar sort of situation, I think. Yeah, that definitely needs changing. It's a proper hangover piss, that one. Charge the battery up and tested the battery. Battery's good. Electrical wise, yeah, it seems okay. No major dramas there. There we go, the start relay. Let's throw that away. Ridey chain. Little bit rusty, but there's no dead links on it. And the sprocket seems to be in reasonable condition. I haven't got to the front sprocket yet, but I'll have the cover off in a bit and we'll have a look at that.
5 minutes later.
Right, one thing I did notice when I took the cover off, still got the original manufacturer's thread lock on, so I don't think it's ever been off. Does it go out that way? Yeah, there we go. Come on. Let's get you in there so you can see a bit better. So chain's in decent chain, sprocket's in decent condition. Everything's nipped up. Somebody's been at that with a chisel looking at it. Well, we'll get it all checked out. Everything seems to be alright. Yeah, I'll get that cover back on. Right, it's final check on the chain. It's fully out and it's just us, so we'll be having a new one. A bit of bind on them front brakes. I think it's that far side. Probably do with a good clean and a good service. There's no notchiness in the forks or anything in the headstock bearings, which is good. So, strip and clean service of the brakes. Probably goes for new pads as well. But the front wheel bearing feels alright. They're quite hard to rock on these. They feel alright, those bearings. Try the back ones. Little bit of knock on those back bearings, tiny bit. Maybe get some new ones. Swing arm's solid though, which is good. Right, it's actually really hard to get in and see the rig shock, but bit cruddy, but there's no signs of leaks, which is okay. I'll do a rebound test in a couple of minutes, see how that works, but it looks okay at the minute. That feels alright. It's not bouncing, which is good. What the front's like. Yeah, they feel alright. Happy with them. So new oil in the front forks. Seals look okay. No leaks or anything. So apart from a few maintenance tasks, it's looking okay. So it's going to be basic full service, all the fluids and filters, etc. New fork oil, new chain and sprockets, new. I might see how those back wheels fare on an MOT, to be honest with you, because they don't feel horrendous. It's just a very, very, very tiny knock. It might get away. It might be an advisory on an MOT, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. New tyres, front and rear. Sort out the sticky front brake. It probably just needs a good clean, hopefully. New braided brake lines, especially on the rear, because it's still got the old flexi hose on, so we'll replace that. It's what, 19 years old, well past its due by date. I've only got one key with it. I did have a sticky fuel cap which I sorted out with some graphite stuff, but inside the tank actually looks okay. You can see there, but no rust. Got some fuel in it, put some good stuff in. We'll get the fairings bolted back on. A lot of the new bits that are missing anyway, well, second hand. I think first things first, I'm going to give it a scrub.
15 minutes later.
Right, so she's had a quick blast off. No in-depth detailing, just get all the muck and grime off it. You see that tank badge looks a bit ropey, but that'll be staying as it is. So just put that over the top. The reason for washing it as well, you tend to pay more attention to little bits. It's like missing screws on the front mudguard there. And I suspect that this bike has actually been down the road at some point. Bar ends are looking okay and there's no damage to the engine cases, but we have got little signs of scarring. A couple of battle scars there. Just had a couple of little fairy repairs, little odds and sods. And if we look on the belly, it's a nice scuff there. Now that's quite hard to do, possibly gone over on a curb, don't know, but fairings are generally in good condition, as you can see, and I know what's missing. Right, she's running on choke at the moment. Bring it down a little bit. Now she does try and bog when I rev. It leads me to suspect that the main jets are a bit clogged. But check the gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just get neutral. There we go. We've got a neutral. So that all works lovely. So this will not be an in-depth nut and bolt restoration. It's going to be get it back together, get it in decent condition so I can get it back on the road and get it sold for somebody else to use as a commuting bike or whatever, because it's not a bad little machine. So there we are then. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.